Hey guys, and welcome to a very high anticipated video by both you guys and myself. I am super freaking happy to finally get this set. This is the Kylo Ren Shuttle set. This set is 1,005 pieces, retailed in the US for 130 bucks, has 6 minifigures, and is for ages 10 and up. Here's the back of the box for people who are wondering. It's cool, you got the shuttle in its landing position. It kind of shows you all the features, where you can put the spring-loaded shooters, where you can shoot them, how the wing mechanic works, and just by picking it up, how you can open it. And it also shows you how to fold them down to put it inside landing position with all your characters there. A really nice back box art. Alright guys, I just dumped everything out, and this is a lot of bags. Oh, I'm so excited. They were even nice enough to bag the instruction manual here, so that's really cool. And there's the box over there. So I'm gonna organize this for you guys. All right, guys, now here's everything laid out. It barely fits on my small table. I find that hysterical. You have your first bag, your second bag, your third bag, 2 fourth bags, 2 fifth bags, a 6th and a 7th bag, and your construction manual there because it didn't even fit on the freaking table. So let's get to building. All right, guys, here's the set all built. I'm playing Madden with my friend Brady right now. His golf channel will be in the description below. This set is awesome. Here's all the figures. There's all your extra pieces. An extra spring-loaded bolt for your spring-loaded shooters. And let's get on to our figures first. Alright guys, our first figure up here is Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. This figure is absolutely gorgeous. I love this figure. The torso, hip, and leg print look awesome. I wish there was a little bit more in the leg print. I don't know exactly what they would add, but it just kind of stops here. What I think is like supposed to be like the knee. So it's a little disappointing. No arm printing or anything special like that. He comes with a really cool helmet piece with all the cool scarring on there. It almost looks like some lightning and red. I really like that. It's on the back here as well. This figure technically is exclusive to the set. That's because of the cape. But he comes in a little microfighter too, just obviously without the cape. He has a cool face print here, and on the other side he has another face print. More of a kind of just upset face rather than an angry, furious face there. Now I got 2 very minor problems with this figure. First off, they gave him like a face print and stuff, but it's like you can't take his helmet off and leave him like that because you need his hairpiece. I wish he came with his hairpiece. That's a little disappointing. It's not that big of a deal. And then his hilt. I wish his hilt here was black and not this gunmetal gray, because in Universe it's black with some red wires on it, so it should be black. Again, little nitpicky stuff like that. Nothing too bad. Again, his blade has been excellent for the last 4 years, 5 years they've been making it, so it looks really good. So yeah, nothing too bad about this figure. Let's get on to our next one. Our next figure up here is General Pride. This figure is actually exclusive to the set, which is really cool. He is also all gunmetal grayed out. It's not like a dark gray or a light gray that they normally use. It's actually a gunmetal gray, which is nice. His belt has a little bit of like a metallic look here on like this part. I don't know exactly what to call that. I guess the connector piece for the belt. He comes with a little pistol blaster here. I really like this hair piece with like the hairline kind of receding. I really like that. My only flaw with this figure is the fact that he looks like a different character, Grand Moff Tarkin. I think he looks more like Grand Moff Tarkin than he does General Pride, but that's alright. You got some standard back print here. I think he does come with a double face. Yep, sort of an angry face. So a pretty good figure. A really nice figure. Exclusive to the set, so that's nice. So yeah, let's get on to our next figure. Our next figure up here is the Sith Trooper. This is actually my favorite figure of the entire set. I love this figure. He is so clean looking. All the really nice and fine details on him. I'll bring him a little closer for you guys to see that. So good. His blaster is actually exclusive to this set. This is a really cool blaster with a red lightsaber hilt, kind of has like the scope or the sight on top. And you can kind of see these really dark maroon or red lines there. And they just add awesome detail. This figure, similar to the Kylo Ren, is technically exclusive to the set. He's in a $15 battle pack video, which is on the channel if you guys want to go check that out. But he doesn't come with this blaster. He comes with a stud shooter. So that's why he's technically exclusive to this set. So But I love him. I think he's an awesome figure. You can't go wrong. These guys are duplicatable. Sorry, I pronounced that wrong. And sadly, Angry Clone Face. I wish he had a regular face with which they're kind of adapting to here in 2020, 2021. So yeah, let's get on to our next figure. Our next figure up here is just your standard First Order Stormtrooper, and he just looks absolutely amazing. And you can't go wrong with these guys. I'm really glad they included one. He looks awesome. It's the same ones we've been getting since The Last Jedi. I really love that they redid the helmet since The Force Awakens and kind of fixed it so it's like more of a frown rather than a really thick thing that almost made them look like they were smiling. That's a great improvement, and I'm really stoked they gave him a blaster rather than a spring-loaded shooter. I hate those because I just like to display the sets, and those don't look very good on display compared to these. These just look awesome. Actually, I really do like these. So I'm glad they did that. But yeah, just your First Order Stormtrooper. So let's get on to our First Knight of Ren. Here is our First Knight of Ren. His hood piece looks a little off there. There we go. He looks really awesome. Now, sadly, neither of these guys were actually named. They're just called the Knights of Ren ×2. Obviously, because you get two of them. But that's fine. I don't know this guy's exact name. I was looking it up. I couldn't really find it. I found their group of names, all 6 of them, but I couldn't really distinct who was who. But this guy looks awesome. Now, both him and the other one are exclusive to the set, which is really nice. He doesn't have a double face or anything like that, because really, this is supposed to be a mask with a hood over it, sort of like what they did with Kylo Ren back in the Force Awakens sets, how they had his mask and a hood over it. That's kind of what this guy's like. If I had to say a flaw with this figure, it would literally be his weapon. It's just way too long. They want you to hold it from this red lightsaber hilt, but as you can see, it just kind of hangs over his foot. So in order to have him stand up with this thing in his hand, you have to kind of like tilt it, something like weird like that. You can't just kind of have it flat like this. So that's a little disappointing, but that's not, again, it's kind of a nitpick type thing. It's not all that big of a deal. And there's this back print there. It's kind of useless because of the cape, but I'm glad it's there and it's nice. So yeah, let's get on to our next Knight of Ren. Our next Knight of Ren here does have a weapon that he can hold straight up and however he wants it, which is really good. So that's definitely some props to this figure. And he has an exclusive helmet mold, which just looks absolutely awesome. It just looks great. He comes with a thermal detonator here as well. He has some really fine detailing on his torso with kind of like some bombs there. So he's definitely like the bomber of the group. He looks really awesome. No complaints with him. He might be my favorite. Like I don't know who my favorite figure is. Honest to God, all these figures are just absolutely excellent. From the First Order Stormtrooper to the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, all of them are awesome. I just can't choose which one is better than the other. They're just all so great. But he comes with some really nice back printing here. His headpiece, it's just a black head, right? It's nothing special at all. But it's so, you can see through the slit here. There's like a slit, if it would focus. I don't think it's going to. But, so the black kind of shows through as his eyes, I guess. If you guys can see that, let me focus it up. Just like that. So, it's really nice. I really like this figure. Let's get on to the shuttle itself. Alright guys, here is the entire shuttle. I'm going to give you a rundown of all the detail and greeling that is on it, and then I'll show you some of the features. So first up is this left wing. Now the left and right wing are the exact same, just obviously flipped. So they're symmetrical. Looks really good. You can see here the Technic pieces here. They actually, I'll show you guys what that does later, which I'm probably sure you can guess, but if you know anything about this thing, nothing like truly greeling or anything on the side besides the little grill pieces here. You go up on the side here, you got some cannons here. These are really cool. You go up here, really cool. Got like a little light there, light here. I like the gray here. Now some people don't like how much gray is on this thing. I do, because if it was just a black blob, it wouldn't be as detailed and as eye-peeling as it should be. So that's nice. Come up here, and it just gets thinner and thinner as you go up. So that's cool. Here is the inside of the wing. And though it may not be the prettiest thing ever, I'm still glad they made it look somewhat aesthetically pleasing and not ugly like they could have. And I really appreciate the designer for making this look still really good. Even though you won't see it much, it still looks pretty nice. So that's greatly appreciated. Here are your engines. They look really nice, really good, nothing wrong with them. I'll show you guys, this one has a feature. I'll show you guys that in the features. Now on to our cockpit here. It has some really nice trans red. I really love how they integrated that and really kind of like slanted it down. The building technique there was really cool. Up top, you see all this awesome greebling with some girl pieces. Some of these pieces here, I don't know exactly what they're called, but they just look awesome. Kind of some cheese slopes, grill piece mix there. Those are nice. This is actually like the fender of a car. I really like that they integrated that into it. It's really nice. That's really cool. You go here, and you got actually two different sides. So here, this is like the only thing that isn't like symmetrical. Here you have like a grill piece, and that's pretty much it. And then on this side, one of the big figures fell there. And on this side, you don't have the grill piece. You have two of these trans clear pieces, or white pieces. I think they're supposed to be clear. They look really good. And then you got your spring-loaded shooters here. Let's get on to our features now. Our first play feature up here is actually the cockpit. It opens up nicely, pretty simple and all. And in here you got enough space for 3 figures, 1, 2, and 3. Now this is my only flaw with the set. Like, it's kind of a big flaw. It's not all that big of a deal. 6 figures, 3 interior spots for figures. So you can't fit them on the set. That's a little disappointing. In the old one, that was wildly inaccurate. Back here, there was a spot to just pull this up, and you would be able to fit the rest of your figures. However, they have like a Technic mechanism in here, and I'll show you guys what that is used for later. Back into the interior here, you have some clips on each side, and you get to put your spring-loaded bolt, or either your Kylo Ren or either Knight of Ren weapon, and they kind of fell over. And all you do is you just clip them on in. Pretty straightforward. Sorry, it's kind of hard doing this with one hand while holding the phone here. Here we go. It's just that simple. I'm going to throw in the 3 figures now, so let's do that. Alright, here they are. They're all in the set. This is how I like to put my figures in. What I actually have doing is I have this Knights of Ren weapon here on the side, Kylo Ren's weapon on the side here. I have the spring-loaded bolt just kind of out because I don't really play with it, so I just put that in my extra Lego pieces bin. And I have this guy holding his weapon because it's small enough that he can hold it while Kylo Ren drives. And this guy's weapon is absolutely humongous, so it doesn't work out quite that way. And then you can just close it, and all 3 of them fit in fine. So that's great. Coming back into the cockpit, I actually forgot to include this. Taking out those 2 figures, you can actually just pop that down. And underneath, it obviously doesn't work because you got to kind of lift it up for your figures to actually walk out. So it's kind of like a imaginary play to have your figures walk out. It's a very simple thing, sort of just like a ramp, which is cool. I'm glad they included it. It's just not the greatest feature in the world because you can't really have your figures walk out, but nothing wrong with adding it. Now again, with the play features, on each side you have a spring-loaded shooter there, 1 and 2, and then what you do is you go to the back here, and you'll see these 2 Technic pins here, or not pins, but rods, and you just push them and they fly. I'm not going to do it now, but it's a pretty simple mechanism. So yeah, our next play feature, continuing here on the back, you just pull both of these out of these little pins they got here and the little ones they got there on both sides. And what you do is you just kind of fold, if it would focus here, sorry. It would just fold down like this, and it does it for both sides. Now my only problem with it is that when this piece here gets, here, let me put it back up for you guys. If it gets stuck in here, which obviously that's supposed to be the one thing holding it, right? So if you pull it up here, it won't move because it's stuck in between these 2 things here, these 2 little plates here. So you gotta kind of hold it out just to then move it down. Again, it's a little thing. It's not that big of a deal, but just to note, that's what you guys got to do. Now, putting the wings back up, we get on to our next and final play feature here, and that is that you can lift it up, and it folds out into flying mode, and golly, you can actually stand it like that too. Does it look magnificent? This thing looks drop dead gorgeous. It is fantastic. and you actually twist this to put it back into its kind of just straight up mode. That's not its landed mode. The folded version is actually its landed mode, and then you fold it again like this to put it back in flying mode, and that is why there is no more space to fit the other 3 figures here. Actually, I'm going to stand this guy back up, but that's what this was used for in the old one. That is not here in the new one, which is a little bit disappointing, but would you rather have that interior space or the flying mode? Personally, because I display it, the flying mode is definitely more important to me, but yeah, I think it's an awesome play feature. Let's get on to the overall thoughts now. Okay, so overall, I think this is a great purchase for kids and adults alike. I think this set is absolutely awesome. Though the price to piece count might not be the greatest with 1,000 pieces, 1,005 pieces for 130 bucks. You can definitely see the value when it's folded up, right? And when it's in its flying mode. When it's like this, it's like 130 bucks. And then you put it in flying mode, and then you're just kind of like, oh, that's 130 bucks, that's it? You know what I mean? So it's kind of a give and take there. And I always display it like this because it's, in my opinion, looks the greatest. It looks absolutely awesome, especially on my shelf. So this was an awesome purchase for me. I was really waiting on purchasing this, and I'm super happy I did. If I had to give this set a rating, I'd say 9.5 out of 10. I'd say figures 10 out of 10. Design, I'd say 9.5 out of 10. Playability, I'd actually get kind of an 8 out of 10. I feel like it's a little lacking with interior space. But all in all, an awesome set. Definitely an awesome purchase. And if you guys wouldn't mind, a like, comment, subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Up here is a playlist of videos for you guys to watch. Down here is a recommended video. And right here is my channel if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing. Awesome, and greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.